Hello, this is Samantha Nolan-Smith from the School of Visibility. How are you? So this one's for anyone who finds themselves jumping around and perhaps is concerned with consistency, because maybe you start a project and then you move to another project and you find, I've got a lot of half-started projects, but have I got any completed projects? And that's affecting your ability to build momentum in your business. It's affecting perhaps the consistency of your brand, and you're wanting to change it. And there's a habit that I've noticed in myself, which I wanted to share because I think that some people will relate to this and may benefit from the insight. So it's the habit of starting a project, a task, and then that task taking longer than I expect it to take, or involving more elements than I originally thought it was going to involve, and getting put off by that, and then putting it to the side and deciding to focus on something else, which maybe I can get through a little bit more quickly, or at least in a more timely fashion, and then with the idea that I'll come back. And generally I do come back to things eventually, but the habit that I have been working on is the habit of not putting it aside in the first place. And there are a couple of things that I've noticed about that. One is that the expectation that I set is really critical to my follow through. So if I set an expectation, I can quickly just get this done, I'm trying to slot it in amongst all the other things that I'm trying to get done in my day. And if I'm trying to do that, and then the project or the task then suddenly becomes bigger than I expected, then if I have an expectation that it should just happen quickly, then I fall into that old pattern. But if I haven't set that expectation, and instead what I've told myself is, this is the task that I want to complete. Yes, I've got all these other ongoing activities that I engage with each day or each week. And then this is the one project that I'm going to see to completion, no matter how long it takes, before I move to another project. So woven into my week is that idea of there's an ongoing project. I don't jump around between those projects. I just focus on that one project until it's done. And then into that slot goes another project. Instead of what it used to look like, which is I'll do a little bit of this project, then I'll do a little bit of this project, then I'll do a little bit of this project in amongst the rest of my working week and all my other commitments that are ongoing ones that I can't change and I don't want to change. So that's the first thing, setting up my schedule and setting up my expectation that it's not about how long it takes, it's about committing to completion of a particular project and going with it. If it's extending out and I'm thinking this is really, sometimes I've started a project and thought, this is turned into something totally different now. The thing that I thought I was doing, I'm not actually doing, because as I've gone into it, it's evolved into something different. Then one thing I do is check on the simplicity. I do run my simplicity lens and I ask myself, am I overcomplicating this? Or I realize, this is a bigger project. This has turned into something else. Is this still the one that I want in this slot, the project slot in my week? Or is there something that I need to actually take off? There's a different project that needs to go in that maybe isn't a 4-month project, is like a 2-month project or something. That goes in, and then I slot this, what is now a bigger project, later into the year. So that's another thing to do. And then the final thing that I find really helpful, and this is something I learned from yoga, from many years of yoga asana in particular, is asking this question: how comfortable am I sitting in discomfort? How comfortable am I sitting in discomfort? Yoga asana teaches you this because it literally puts you into uncomfortable positions and then asks you to stay and notice what comes up. So it's excellent training for this. And in relation to this topic that I've been talking about, when I apply that is in that moment where I realize, oh, this is taking longer than I thought. Oh, there's a whole other element that I hadn't anticipated. Oh, there's this, there's that. What can happen is I can have frustration come up, or anxiety, or a feeling of just wanting to get on to the next and the next and the next, wanting to feel that human desire, certainly of humans in the 21st century, of feeling like they're making progress. And so in those moments when that comes up, I stop and I stay with the anxiety and the stress, and I just observe and I question, what is this really about? And that way I can go into something more deeper, something more important, something not more important, something that is the real issue at heart, which might be this kind of go, have to achieve, have to prove to something to myself, or have to feel purposeful, or whatever it is. There's a deeper motivation there that when I look at that and I clear out any fears, I address any wounding, heal anything that needs healing, then it enables me to then come back to the project, be fully present to the project, not bring the anxiety and the hurry up, get it done feeling. And then that makes it a million times more likely that I'll actually follow through and complete it. I hope this has been helpful. Do let me know your reflections, your insights in the comments, and I'll see you again soon.